Welcome to Echo Chamber, the session in between sessions. Look at this, it's a full room. I had to change the layout, even though not everybody's showing their camera. So we have Evan here, mostly listening. I imagine he's not going to be able to help himself but chime in once in a while. We do have Reed, or Ryan, here as well as a guest. Doesn't typically show up, but I'm excited to have you, buddy. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Few and far in between. It's been about a year and a half since I haven't joined.
Yeah, a little sprinkle of Ryan goes a long way, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. Small doses, small doses.
That's okay. And then, of course, we have Evan returning back-to-back sessions. That's exciting. I will mention Garrett will love to be here. He's going to try his darndest, but happy birthday, Kayla. I completely get that. It's his wife's birthday. Can't fault him for it. So just a shout out to her on stream. Kayla is probably never going to see this at all, but I'm still going to say happy birthday, Kayla.
I'll still blame Garrett.
Yeah,
Hmm.
always. Either Garrett or Evan. One of the two, we can always blame them. And I can say that because he can't say anything back right now. So that's awesome. All right. So with a couple more people, I thought we'd change up the layout a little bit, and we'll just bounce around to different people. So I'll take Evan's part since he's silent. He wanted to know, and I think he wanted to know more of what the other characters thought of two things. One, and we'll do this sequentially, was the DM's freaking nat 20s out the wazoo.
Oh
Um,
man.
yeah, so we'll start there. Go ahead. Who wants to start? How about Reed? Since he's the guest, we'll let him go first.
You know, it's been a long time coming. It's that's about the best we can put it, right? I mean, we've had multiple back-to-back nat 20s on him. I honestly can't remember the last time he had a nat 20 against us for
It,
an actual attack roll.
it's a valid point. I think he's had them occasionally, but
Hmm.
the the turn economy is a little different for the DM,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
typically he's got a couple, and we've got like 20 coming at him.
Yeah. Yeah, we typically overrun it with people. I mean, we have 7 people coming in. We're usually pretty spread in the turn order too.
Yeah.
And now, oh hell, the turntables. Uh I mean, he started off with 8 at least that we could see.
Mm, it was more.
Yeah, there
There's
was.
like 30. There's some like 30 things in the turn order.
That's
I
including us, so subtract 7 from
Mm,
that. So there's about 20.
yeah.
and then
Yeah, but some of those are pretty low HP. Those little goons in the that were in
Hmm.
front of us, really low HP, which we'll get to because Bane was cast on them. And then those the undead, help me out, gnolls, undead gnolls.
yes.
Yeah, some kind of gnolls. But
Yeah,
and even the zombies aren't too bad. The
yeah, like
ghouls, you're starting to get some HP in the ghouls, but
it's almost
yeah,
like he set this up perfect for a nice Citadel fireball to take out like at least half of them at once, but
they're
didn't
so
quite work
spread
out.
out.
Yeah.
They're so spread out.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, they're spread, and I'm trying to play my character a little bit too on. Uh, I'm not gonna say reckless necessarily, but this one's personal, so to speak.
mm,
Okay, okay. I mean, I would say reckless. You're in her face right now, confused.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I figure she's a mage like me. She can't possibly hit that hard. That
Uh,
fucking bone claw, on the other hand.
yeah.
yeah, you know what? When Adrian went up there, I thought the same thing. I was like, man, if we get within 5 feet of her, she has disadvantage. Like, that actually is not a bad idea.
I mean, you think about it when you play a wizard of sorcerer, wizard, whatever. That's your like scariness. I something within melee with me. Oh shit!
Yep, exactly.
So
Yeah, I mean, I do have a plan. I don't want to go into it too much, just
Mhm.
because metagaming, whatever. But I do
Me
have
and
a plan.
Siddle have.
Very similar thoughts.
Mhm.
No. I would love to freaking know what you guys want to do, because right now, Griswold's like, who do I have to save right now? Because Amrook's about to get thrown over the fence, and Siddle's dazed and confused in front of his baby mama and her dead snake, with two Bodax on either side. He's a little nervous. So Siddle, please do tell us, what do you plan on doing?
We'll get there.
No,
Hold on.
no,
Hold
don't.
on.
Don't.
Let's back up.
I'm
Let's back
kidding.
up. So it is. I'll agree with you. The original part of the conversation was it is a long time coming for Garrett to have some nat 20s. That being said, now that we have a split up session, will that change his luck?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
God, I hope so.
And if not, I really wish I would have taken that deal. I was so damn close. I was so damn close to just shooting you guys in the back.
That's so funny because I wasn't expecting that from Reed. I was expecting that from Warwick.
Yeah, he could steal Nasana quite a few houses. Not that she really needs it with this fucking mountain castle mountain that she has, but
Yeah,
I
right.
feel like Warwick's got a little bit of a bad rap. I feel like
Wait.
Warwick is that confused teenager who's doing some like shady shit, but really he just doesn't realize like where he's at. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure if Nasana promised him a layer with legendary actions, he would definitely betray us. Just saying.
I mean, suggestion's pretty much a legendary action, right?
yeah.
All right, and then the other question Evan had was about the bloodlust that Amrook went into. I really don't think it affected too much, other than it put Amrook in a bad position. You know, it was just one of those things, and I don't know. Siddle, let's jump to you on this one.
Yeah, I think that Warwick may have some shady business practices, but isn't necessarily a bad dude. Kind of my thoughts there, but
Yeah, makes sense. Um, all right. Moving on to the next one. So I wanted to change up the layout and we jump from Evan's questions. Now let's jump to Eric. Did you have any questions or thoughts from the previous session that you would want to get the others' opinions on?
Not yet. Nah.
You're trying your damnedest not to meta, and you gotta cave to it. This is Echo Chamber.
Nah, that's okay.
All right.
Although I did I mentioned to you guys I mentioned to you earlier today that Keegan cracked me the fuck up because all I did was reiterate to everybody exactly what Amrook said was cut the head off of the snake. And he took me literally, which hilariously cracked me up.
Because there was actually a snake there.
There was actually a snake there, and I thought after the fact that I said that, I thought, I wonder if anybody's gonna take me literally. I hope not. And then like work, like next action, I think. I was like, okay, cool, all right. But you know what? That thing does need to go too. After considering it just commanded Adrin 120 feet away.
Yeah.
Ben?
Siddle is in a perfect spot right now to be drained of a little blood. That's all I'm saying, Reed.
You wouldn't even feel it.
and
Wouldn't even feel
I
it.
want to know what's to come with the confusion.
I had a plan for that too. I had a plan. I had a plan for everything, and then I rolled a 1.
Well, you get a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn, right? I think it's wisdom. I mean, that kind of sucks. You lose your next turn. So I don't see how Siddle gets away right there. Not to meta, but you don't have any movement. It's the end of your turn, and then you save. Uh, so you're kind of reliant on everybody else and what actions that they take, pretty much. At least that's my thoughts on it. Since Eric does not want to throw any questions out there, Reed, do you have any anything from the previous session you want to throw out there? Any theories, any questions, any thoughts? You just
You
muted.
muted yourself.
How many deaths do you guys foresee?
um, that's a tricky question. I'll let someone else go first.
Well,
I'm saying
maybe
three.
one. I'm thinking maybe one and maybe three.
Between 1 and 4. Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Now,
declaring it a death as in like new characters, or a death as in they go down and we have to use Revivify?
oh no,
Like we get the chance.
So,
this is full death.
well, I would consider using Revivify full death as well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So, but it's not just you're in an unstable situation. We're talking at least go down and at least need to attempt to revivify. We don't have diamonds for everybody, boys.
Well, I
So
can tell you
who
that
does
door's still
Adrin
open.
save? That's my question. Who does Adrin save? Well, we actually have
No, wait.
three.
With
We have
three,
three
we
with
can
the
do three.
with the spell scroll, but the spell scroll's not
Yeah.
guaranteed, right?
You
Yeah, it is.
Oh, maybe it's just whenever
You don't
Griswold
have the.
cast it.
Mhm.
Because if Griswold cast it and it's higher level than him or something, there's a percent chance in rolling the dice or something.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess if Adrin were to use the scroll, then it would be okay because he has that.
Mhm. I
Okay,
have it. Yeah.
gotcha. All right, so we could technically res 3 people, but what if 3 people go down? What are the chances that we are getting to that res point? You know what I mean?
Well, I just hope the one person that can cast Revivify isn't one of those three people, which I think it could well be.
Do you?
Maybe.
I mean, you're 120 feet away. Yeah, I feel like Adrin's in a pretty good spot right now.
I'm not going to be 120 feet away too long.
Good question, Ryan. Anything else?
is the door still open behind us?
Yeah, it is.
That's it.
Yeah. All right. Let's jump over to Rusty. What do you got? Thoughts, questions, opinions about this last session? Give us your thoughts.
Oh, I liked parts of where Reed's head was at when he was going to betray us. As far as can we break those chains and get him to fall, to the extent that I was looking up, okay, how much damage do you have to do to a piece of metal that's presumably a foot or two across to break it? Can we drop this platform down into this pit? And how deep is the pit?
It wasn't too deep, I don't think,
Yeah, I
right?
think it
Like,
was only like 50 feet or something.
Yeah, it was 50 feet.
Ah, okay. I didn't remember that. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think that one. But honestly, I completely agree. As soon as he said that, as soon as I knew those beans were coming out, I was like, okay, I have the immovable rod in my pack. I'll just pull that out, push the button, and hang on. So I right there with you. I like the idea, but I just don't think it would have the effect we would need.
Yeah, because my thought was, all right, he takes that one, I shatter the other one. All
Mm,
right, let's go.
hmm. Yeah. Okay. No, that makes sense.
Yeah,
You
we
were gonna.
just create a big old slide.
If you took
Mhm.
out 2, it's just yeah.
Exactly.
And if we throw in some soap and water in there, it's like a slip and slide.
I don't know how slippery blood is, but we could have created some pools over there before.
I'm assuming Siddle does not have the spell grease.
No, I don't.
Hmm.
That'd be cool though.
So back in the day, that was one of my favorite combos. As a wizard, you would cast grease somewhere, and then you'd cast like a fire, like wait for something to fall in the grease or whatever, and then you would cast a fire based spell like burning hands or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Good times, good times.
So would the grease then catch fire too?
Hmm. Yeah.
Perfect.
I don't know if in the new edition it works as well, but
I would say that'd be a DM call. Like, yeah, I could
that
see
was.
it. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, fire-based spells do still call out that flammable shit catches fire. So
Hmm.
Yeah. And we've played as like the web spell catches fire, so I don't
Hmm.
see why
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it back at you, Reed. How many do you think are going down? Not just death, but going down at least. Or you can split it up. You can tell me, all right, we're gonna have at least 6 people go down, and 3 of them aren't getting back up eventually.
Amrook's going down.
All
Hmm.
right. I think we all agree on that.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Um, I still think 3 people are gonna need revivified.
All right, so you think at least 3. All right, I got it. Who?
Well, okay. Let me preference Ryan's answer to this.
All right.
We have one guy that has an AC over 20. We have 2 rogues that are way in the back.
Hey, I'm not in the back.
Well, I mean, hear me out. We have a bard that's kind of in the middle. The druid who's hurt, and we have our main spellcaster smack dab in front of the big bad.
Yeah, it's not looking great. I really wanted to, before Garrett moved the one guy that was on the other side of the pillar, I really wanted to help Amrook, but I'm pretty sure Reed will see that as a lost cause at this point and attempt something else.
All right.
Does Reed think, okay, Adrin or Grizz has Amrook, like,
Yeah.
they'll take care of Amrook. I'll worry about myself.
Yeah, he looks a little beat up. There's
Mhm.
bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do anymore. There's like 6 people around me
It's
at this point.
out of my hands. Out of my hands.
So you think Amrook's gonna need revivify? Who are the other 2 you're thinking?
I can't remember. Can lay on hands get you up from saving throws and leaves
Yeah.
you with 1? Is that
Yeah.
what that
Oh.
does?
Well, it would leave you with however many the paladin
Whatever.
would put into
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. But did Griswold use all of his lay on
He's
hands?
40. I don't know what he has left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think I thought he used them all.
He may very well have. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I probably would have went down. Well, I definitely would have went down if it weren't for those 40. So it's one of those weird situations where, oh crap, he's probably going to go down. Do I just wait and heal him to bring him back up, or do I heal him now so that he can be the target of the next?
No, I definitely used all 40 on you for sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how many you had since we leveled.
we have
Yeah.
healing potions, don't we?
We do.
Mhm.
Grizz has a greater healing potion. Amrook has a healing potion. You know, we also have other forms of healing. So I think
Yeah.
that people are going to go down, but we're going to be able to bring them back up. It's just a matter of that war of attrition. Are we going to be able to outlast the
Yeah.
multiple
Onslaught.
baddies' HP?
Yeah.
Yeah, Amrook's a lost cause to read at this point.
Who else do you
Not,
think's
not
going to need Revivify though?
I think Althea.
Really?
Ooh, I didn't see that. Okay.
I didn't see that one coming.
She tends to stay by herself and get into
Mm,
She's currently granted they're not like they're not like terrible enemies to have
They each
near
have
you.
like 15 HP.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know what spells she has, but I
Mm,
do know she only has one attack.
I think she has Misty Step, so I kind of foresaw she'd Misty Step out of there.
ooh, but is Misty Step a verbal command?
Oh,
I
I
don't
think
know.
it is.
I don't know.
She's
I don't
silenced.
know.
I forgot about that.
I'll check.
Yeah. Wait. Before you check, who's the third? I gotta hear it. I'm curious.
The third one's an iffy one for me.
Because you know it ain't gonna be you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's for damn sure. I'll get out of there. Um, Siddle.
That's what I was thinking
Yeah, it
too.
really depends a lot on how my um
Your save goes.
roll against confusion goes.
Yeah.
I mean, even at that, all right. I'm gonna throw this out there. We're going to Carl's corner for a second. Um, that for Reed and Evan, that's what we call my theories. I tend
Mhm.
to put on my tinfoil hat and come up with some crazy stuff. But Siddle kind of delivered his own blood to Nasana at this point because he's confused. All she has to do, walk up, draw a little blood, go grab the book, and teleport out. And she's gone, and we're left to these. And now, even if we do survive, we have to hunt this bitch down.
Hunt her down.
Yeah, so Misty Step is a verbal. It
Mm,
only has verbal components.
it only has verbal. Yeah.
That kind of sucks. All right. So maybe. But I don't think they hit that hard either.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that the assassin isn't going to attempt an attack on her after
Yeah,
you
and they
rebuild.
suck too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that's assassin. I will say for Amrook, he's probably the shittiest two. So because there's two assassins, they're the shittiest
Hmm.
two on this map right now.
Well, the
Like,
one's down, right?
no, he's just hidden.
No.
Yeah, we still have two to deal with.
One's pretty hurt though.
Yeah, the one in front of Amrook's pretty hurt.
Yeah.
Reed hit him with an arrow, and somebody
Yeah,
else did something, I think.
I did 29, and I forget who else did damage to him.
Oh shit! If
Not
they go
Amrook, because I
first,
rolled for shit. Yeah, they're coming up.
they go first.
They're 22 and 23. So to be honest, I think the assassin's probably going to take Amrook down. Would be
Yeah, I
my
forgot
guess.
about them.
Yeah.
Unless they
Yeah.
nat one. Stab
Oh,
himself with the poison.
stab the bone claw by accident.
Is the bone claw that close to you?
He's grappling me.
He's
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
But
Yeah.
nonetheless, all this is happening, and then Nasana just goes, grabs the blood, grabs the book, and teleports out of there. That's my theory. That's what's going to happen.
The only Siddle would have an opportunity.
Now
Well,
he's confused.
Yeah, I lose
Siddle-
reactions.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's got nothing
Yeah.
until the end of his turn, and then if he doesn't save, he's got nothing until the end of next turn.
Wait, I thought that the rolls against confusion were at the beginning of the turn.
Nope, and
End of turn.
Fuck.
that's what I mean. You
Yeah.
have nothing. You cannot get away. You like the only thing we can do is try to get to you, or get to her. One or the other, I guess.
It sucks because I actually rolled for shit for initiative too. If my initiative was a little bit better, it'd be better too.
I think Nasana rolled pretty shit because I think you go before her.
I don't. She's got a 13.
I go before her.
Yeah.
Man, that fucking roll is really. This is blowing my mind here.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hang on. An affected target can't make reactions. So I looked up the spell confusion, assuming that's what
Yeah.
this is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
An affected target can't take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each turn to determine the behavior for that turn.
Well, I don't know. I thought it was end of turn. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's DM call. Maybe it's homebrew.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, at the end, you make a wisdom save to see
You save.
if
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
drop confusion.
So
But
you
the actual effect of it is determined by a d10 you roll at the beginning of your turn.
yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So effects could, be anything from
Run
nothing
away.
to I can't move, can't take any actions,
Yeah.
to I remove all my movement in a random direction, or
I
I
mean,
make a random melee attack.
honestly, that one probably wouldn't be the worst for Cyril to just run away.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't be the worst, but it would foil
The
my
only
plan.
problem is that's a 1 in 10 chance.
Two in 10 that I'm not screwed.
Yeah.
Oh, the runaway is 1 in 10. You're right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
1 out. Yeah. 9 and 10 is act normally. That would. Yeah.
Oh, that would be decent.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then now the next thing, since I think we all got a turn. Anybody have anything else they wanted to bring up about the session? We can circle back if we need to if something comes up. I just wanted to check. No questions, concerns, queries,
Nah.
quandaries. Nothing. All right, then I want to give props to Garrett for his first created
Mm-hmm.
map. Pretty
Yeah,
cool. Pretty
definitely.
cool.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely utilizing, even though we haven't utilized as much, the multi levels. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I was nervous about those multi levels. They create choke points, and
Yeah.
with 7 of us, I was just very concerned about that. Not saying that it wouldn't be a good idea for us to get that back up on the upper platform at this point, but we might be too deep. I don't know. So let's hear thoughts. That'll be the next thing. Let's hear thoughts about the new map, about the new creatures we're encountering. Got to add those in, and thoughts in general. What'd you think there, Ryan? Pretend like he's not your boss for a minute and tell him off. Go for it.
I don't like how many enemies he put in it.
Yeah, I know. Or
But
what he put in.
yeah, as for design, I think it'll come in to saving our asses a little bit if we use it correctly and use the funneling capability
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
correctly. Um, I I can't think of anything I don't like about it. Maybe that like the entranceway was too long, but were those bunks
Those
all
were
across like the entryway?
sarcophagus. Those were
Okay.
sarcophagi.
Yeah.
That's what the undead gnolls came out of.
Okay. Yeah, but um, then the spacing makes sense. You kind of got to put them in there, huh?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
but yeah, other than that, it would have been a real pain in the ass if it was more than this. I'll say multi-leveled instead of because it's kind of like a split level home currently
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
without the extra split of going up or down. But yeah, it's definitely good. I think we can utilize it if we do it correctly, but it all comes down to how we decide to use it.
Yeah.
I
So,
like the maze as well, but
yeah, the maze was cool.
we walk at a
Snail's pace.
oh, that's being generous. We just don't. We just anytime someone says anything, everyone stops.
Uh-huh.
And I was gonna continue going, but I couldn't see. So
Yeah.
like if I were to walk in front of I forget who had was it Grizz that I was using the light off of, maybe.
I think it
So I
was
couldn't
either.
really.
It was probably a combination between him and Siddle.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
used it off me at one point because we saw that shadow, whatever. But
Yeah, I've been trying to piggyback, and then everyone left when Egan walked off, or Warwick, and I was just sitting there like,
Nope.
I saw like a sliver of light from Griswold, so I was like, I guess we go this way.
Yep.
But
What were you
no,
gonna say though, Eric?
I enjoy it.
So I am going to metagame here a little bit,
I knew we'd get it out of him.
and I do want to remind everybody. So remember the very first tavern we came into at the top? There was two
those fuckers are
assassins.
still here somewhere.
Then there's two mages somewhere too. I don't think we've seen everything that's in this.
The one
I
mage
think there's
grabbed one of the guys and teleported out. I do remember that. Now we don't know where to, but
I don't think we've seen. I think they're here.
oh, okay, maybe.
So something to think about. Keep in the back of your head. So my thoughts to Garrett. Fuck you. If you're watching, when you're watching, fuck
When
you.
you're watching. You will watch this.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Fuck you and that bone claw you rode in on.
Yeah, you know, I'm
Especially the
changing it.
bone I wrote in on.
Changing it from fuck you Amrook to fuck you Garrett.
Oh, good shit.
No, seriously though, awesome, very awesome, very tough challenge. The map is cool. I like it, and I like the challenge. I think it's awesome. We haven't been challenged in a while. I don't think like truly challenged.
Gredhog. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Garrett even said it. Like this is kind of Gredhog all over again. Like we feel it.
This I don't know. This might be worse than
Worse?
Grudhog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
These
Well, I'll
enemy
put it this
traps
way.
are smart.
It has the potential to be worse than Grudhog.
So, I got a quick question. Are bone claws undead?
Yeah.
So, if would I would assume
So-
Nasana would have rezzed them, right?
So
what we're
are
thinking.
the Bodaks. The Bodaks are
Bodaks.
also undead. Everything is in this room is undead except for, well, I don't know about her. She's probably a necromancer.
Yeah, that's where I was at because her grandfather was necro, and yeah.
But the only things that weren't were the henchmen, or the thugs, I think, and the assassins.
Yeah.
Everything else is undead. And the two mages that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. Okay. Rusty, going to you. What'd you think about the map?
Which, timeout. I just thought of something.
Go.
So if Amrook does go down, there may be an opportunity where a Revivify doesn't even work.
Oh shit! Amra comes back as a zombie. I like it. You'd need gentle repose or something like that to keep her from being able to use. Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Which
That'd be kind of funny though. Then you guys would have to play
shit.
Amrook.
And then it's a fuck you, Amrook.
Then do I get to play zombie Amrook? Cause I'm all for it now. If I'm gonna die, I'm coming back to fuck you guys up.
I'd like to think it'd be like the last, like the closing scenes of Shaun of the Dead, where he's, they're fucking playing PlayStation in the shed. The one guy playing zombie.
Maybe. You know what? Because that could be like a vampire situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
Maybe.
unfortunately, when you're resurrected as a zombie, it's whatever the zombie stats are.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Or Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's, yeah.
But good point. Rusty, what'd you think of the map? What do you got for Garrett? Other than if you want to go for it, fuck you, Garrett.
I mean, I'm gonna go there primarily for that bone claw. That thing scares the shit out of me.
Dude.
That's that. If that thing gets one good, like if he crits on an attack from that bone claw, to me, I'm probably fucked.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, map itself is badass. And great call on Adrin's part to put entangle at the entrance to keep those mosquitoes from getting us.
I was looking at it sucks when you have spells available but you don't have them prepared
Mhm.
because you have things like the spell magic and revivify in the case,
Yeah.
but I was really hoping I could do and I don't know if it would have worked, but I wanted to see if I could do the entanglement spell and then do plant growth.
Mm.
So that would have made like the whole area, like just everything just covered in vines and everything,
Yeah.
and their movement would have been even slowed even more. But I don't know if it would have worked.
Yeah, I was because if you didn't do that, I was gonna drop webs back there.
Mm,
Just since I can just use the charge of the spider staff.
yeah.
Oh man, speaking of spells not prepared, I was really hoping I had darkness prepared
Ooh.
because that would have been excellent for blinding Nisana and her snake, at least for a little bit.
Yeah.
So overall, I'm hearing we like the map, we hate the challenge, and love the challenge at the same time.
No, we
We
love the challenge.
we like the map. We hate the artistic choices.
We hate the natural 20s
So we'll give you a big
and the
thank
ones.
you on one hand, Garrett. Thank you, Garrett, and then a big fuck you on the other hand, right?
Yes,
Exactly. Exactly.
Um, and with that, we got about 15 minutes left. I thought we'd go ahead and transition to Siddle's Compendium of Magical Artifacts. We'll end on a high note rather than continuing to metagame. What do you got for us today, Siddle?
All right, got a couple of fun ones. Um, First one on the docket here is the Brooch of Shielding. While wearing this item, you have resistance to force damage and immunity to damage from the magic missile spell.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a cool one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
does require attunement, but against the right sort of enemies, that would be absolutely fantastic. Go rocking into like a wizard school or something,
Hmm.
they're just going to be popping off magic missiles left and right. Can't do a thing.
Yeah.
Hmm, that is a cool one. So out of the party, who would that go to?
Griswold.
I
He
mean,
would want it. We're not in disagreement there.
Everything goes to Griswold.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. It may be the best on Griswold, so he can't get hit if he's in the front line.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
yeah. Oh man, I just have to say how proud of myself I was for my little pot shot about, man, it's a good thing I got those gauntlets since I had my
Uh,
strength taken down a notch by that necrotic damage.
yeah.
It did come in handy. I was actually really hoping that those were not in this map area. And when we went down and I saw the four sections, and in the one section to the right, I could see two ghouls in there. I was like,
Hmm.
crap! If those are those, yeah, Warwick and Siddle might die tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Yeah, I think that brooch is good on pretty much anybody to come to think of it, whether backline, frontline. Because when you use magic missile, like it's got a range, and you're pretty much just trying to take out who you need to, right? So
Yep.
Yeah.
I assume it requires attunement.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
All
Yes, it
right.
does. Yes, it does. Next one up is the Illuminator's tattoo.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, so this also requires attunement. So, produced by a special needle, this magic tattoo features beautiful calligraphy, images of writing implements, and the like. So to attune to this item, you hold the needle to your skin where you want the tattoo to appear, pressing the needle there throughout the attunement process. When the attunement is completed, the needle turns into the ink and becomes the tattoo, which appears on the skin. If you end your attunement, the tattoo vanishes and the needle reappears in your space.
Neat. It's reusable
So
tattoo.
yeah, so this
It
gives
is
you a
cool.
couple of cool abilities. So magical scribing is one. So while this tattoo is on your skin, you can write with your fingertip as if it were an ink pen that never runs out of ink. But the really cool one, and this one comes in hand, would come in handy a lot for role play. So as an action, you can touch a piece of writing up to 1 page in length and speak a creature's name. The writing becomes invisible to everyone other than you and the named creature for the next 24 hours.
Hmm.
Either of you can dismiss the invisibility by touching the script with no action required. Once used, this action can't be used again until the next dawn. So essentially, you could write an invisible message that only one person could see.
Little Hansel
That's
and
cool.
Gretel leaving somebody a message behind. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Trader
when you
Amrook could
release
have
it,
used that.
what's that?
Said Trader Amrook could have used that.
Yeah.
Amrook was never a traitor. Let's get this straight.
To be fair, I stated Trader Amrook, assuming he was a different character.
Oh, so you mean the doppelganger? Got you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all right. So question about it. You said that you can use an action to touch it and release the invisibility. Does that mean anybody can see it at that point?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so you have to
then,
write it out in plain whatever, and then you speak a creature's name, touch the script, and it becomes invisible.
okay, cool. And then you would destroy it if you wanted to, or do whatever you needed to. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's cool. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And that's once every 24 hours. I
Yep.
could definitely see some RP potential there.
Yeah,
This message
absolutely.
will self-destruct.
Yep, pretty much.
All right, last one. What do you got for us?
All right, last one is Ring of Regeneration. While wearing this ring, you regain 1d6 hit points every 10 minutes,
Yeah.
provided that you have at least one hit point. If you lose a body part, the ring causes the missing part to regrow and return to full functionality after 1d6 plus 1 days, if you have at least one hit point the whole time.
Hmm.
So, also requires attunement, but um, definitely a cool item, especially for someone who's got, higher hit points where, like a situation we ran into this last go round where we had Healing Spirit up, and I think it was you, Amrook, who, went through it max number of times and still didn't get maximum
Yeah.
healing out of it.
True. Yeah, no, that would be good as you travel. I was trying to think of in combat or anything like that. It doesn't really offer much, though.
No,
Yeah,
it's
they
more of a uh, some passive healing essentially.
Right.
yeah they toned that down from prior editions. It
Mm,
was it was a little bit more OP.
yeah,
I think we need a little OP right now. You know what I'm saying?
We could use some, yeah.
Could use a lot.
absolutely.
So we got a little bit of time left. Do you think Nasana could withstand a fireball?
She had some magical resistance when I first fired something off at her, so
Hmm.
probably.
Agreed, agreed. She definitely had
Yeah.
that magical resistance. Do you think that that also applies, that resistance also applies to bludgeoning, piercing, um, that type of stuff?
So I'm kind of taking my own thinking about my own weaknesses and whatever. Where okay, so she is a necromancy wizard, something like that. You know, she has resistance to magic, but I'm thinking she's probably pretty squishy.
Um, yeah, definitely. Plus, I think Bone Naga probably is giving her some buff.
Ah, okay.
Cut the head
because I
off the
think the
snake.
first, yeah, but I think if I remember correctly, the first round, the Bone Naga cast something on her.
Oh,
There
it
was a
did. I forgot about
shimmer.
that.
Yeah.
Shimmer, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder. So how does that work? Does the Bone Naga then have to make Constitution saving throws when it gets hit?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense. Um, yeah, I'm gonna meta a little myself because I did talk to Eric about it. I actually I wanted to jump up there and just go for
Whale.
her. Yeah, just go for her. It didn't work out because that freaking assassin and then the bone claw and I don't know. Puts Citadel in a weird position, but I feel like if so, what would happen there if we were to take her out? Would all of her resurrected creatures fall, or would it
Not a.
be that she just doesn't control them, so they're gonna fight whatever?
Yeah, I think that's probably more like what it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh, I also want to, since Griswold's kind of listening too, remind everybody we have other types of potions. Just to,
He mentioned it, and I really thought he was going to take it at the beginning because Amrok has one too, and I was kind of waiting for that cue, but
waiting it, yeah.
and maybe he was doing the same for me. He was waiting for my cue. It just doesn't seem to fit, and I hate taking the bonus action to drink that when I can use bonus action Tunnel Fighter. So I don't know. It's situational for me.
Yeah, with the one though, I think in the long run might.
Yeah, I mean for sure. In hindsight,
Hmm.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Griswold definitely wanted to take another potion. There is no doubt. It's just Griswold had to pick and choose how he
Yeah.
used his bonus action to be more of a utility. But if I have a feeling Griswold's going to have to go on the offense, and the fact that these guys are all undead, and I do
Hmm.
more damage to undead, I'm potentially going to start smacking some people. We'll see though. Maybe I'll roll like Amrook and it won't go so well.
Likewise, I'm hoping that changes around as well. So,
Oh,
pretty
I
much,
I
I
hope.
took on your roles this time. You took on mine, and Garrett took on Reed's. Uh,
Yeah, really.
Yes, exactly.
hopefully, the roles all even themselves out a little bit, and maybe Garrett can take Evan's typical roles. That would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd
Oh
be
man,
really
Please and
nice.
thank you.
That would
Please,
be
I'm hoping
please.
so.
All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and end it. Thank you all for being here, and thank everybody for watching, and we'll see you Sunday.
Ooh.